Welcome back, Saber fans. Tony here from Run Sabers, and today another update video for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a website, RoninSabers.com, where you can find my finished products and sound fonts. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description below. So here we have an LS6v2 by Korbanth. This is not their model, this is a resold model from them. This was originally installed by them. The customer here was having a lot of problems. The sound wasn't very loud. Again, the sound fonts were not updated to the correct thing. The return was on here, neither updated for the V2 version, and which is kind of annoying. The button system was backwards, and most Korbanth updates that I do, the buttons are backwards, where the aux button's on top and the power button's bottom, which is kind of annoying because all my sabers are the opposite. So I flipped those around. The customer wanted a few sound fonts added, and then all the blade styles updated as well. What's happening with Korbanth is that they're not adding the features that are available. They're still using stock button system, which doesn't have a lot of the favorable features, such as, changing fonts very easily, and common folders and gesture features and stuff. So I'm going through and updating it for FET263's button system, which does now have the common folder and all the other gestures and whatnot. The blade styles were ProffieBoard LS6, but they weren't ideal. Their clashes and blasters still seemed very weird, and it could just be a blade styling issue on my half. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm more of a all blade styles look very similar when it comes to blasters and clashes, and white seems to be a universal color when it comes to those features and stuff. Korbanth just puts like yellow or orange on a red blade, and then it was a mess. So I ended up going through and recoding all of the blade styles on this, and then as well as adding the fonts that were wanted. And then this now has gesture features, twist on and twist off, and I switched out the speaker for a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost speaker. So a lot louder than before, pretty easy access to the board and everything. No wiring issues this time with this Korbanth saber. So without further ado, let's put in a blade and show you off the fonts. Alright, so we got a 32-inch blade in there currently. Again, changing up the buttons. First up, we start with LS6 by Sith. This is the Cave version. So nice green blade here. White blasters, blast fade. Lock up. Lightning block, just hold power, tap aux. For color changing, you want to do the opposite, so hold aux, tap power. You just cycle through the color wheel. If you want to choose a color, you can just hit power. If you want to fine tune it, you can hold it down and then scroll. If you want to go back to the previous coded color, just hit aux. For multi-blast, you want to hold the aux button for 2 seconds and let go. You get that multi-blast begin sound, and you can just swing your saber. To get out of it, click once more, and you're good to go. For force effects, you want to just hold down the power button and let go. This one just has tons of R2 sound effects on there. For tracks, there's coded tracks, which you can pull the blade up and hold the power button for 2 seconds. 2 seconds, and let go. There's also a track player available for certain fonts. This one does not have one, so next up.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is Return V2 by Kyberphonic. Same blade style. Different force effects and stuff.
Are you alright? Fine. Together again, huh? Would miss it. How we doing? Same as always. That bad, huh? Greetings, exalted one.
Tons of stuff from the bard scene section of the movie. It has the bard scene as the track, which is very nice with the gesture features. But yeah. Next up.
Are you a Jedi? I am.
This is Rescue by Sith. This is a font that was also requested. So yeah, one of my favorite fonts, personally.
Are you a Jedi? I am.
This does have a track on there as well. The hallway scene. As well as a track player, which you can cycle through. Just hit power to select it, and then just hold the turn off. Next up.
Go away!
This is Creepy Uncle V1 by Kyberphonic. This was, I believe, originally on here. A lot of sound fonts aren't usually used on Korbanth stuff. They paste them in the SD card and then they never really code them. So there are a lot of fonts that just aren't used sometimes in the fonts. I can't remember if this one was originally coded or not. This is the V1 version. The customer specifically requested that the V1 be included as well. And then the V2 version
Master Skywalker
is also on here. Very cool. There's a few tracks on here as well. Yeah. Next up.
What is it? Father's lightsaber. This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
This is New Hope Graphics by Kyberphonic. This is the Graphics version.
I suggest you try it again, Luke. This time, let go your conscious self and act on instinct.
This is the training version. Again, the original version was on here, but the customer wanted the updated V2 version. These both have tracks on it. The first one had the Force theme, this one has the training ambience.
I call it luck. In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Look, good against remotes is one thing. Good against the living, that's something else.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This is OB4, this is originally on there. This is the V1 version.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force.
This is the original Father, I believe. Yeah. This is Father V1. I decided to keep that one on there as well.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Yeah. This is Father V2. This is the A New Hope version.
Commander, tear this ship apart until you found those plans and bring me the passengers. I want them alive. Escape is not his plan. I must face him alone.
Very, very nice. This is the ESB version. We wanted all versions of Father on here, which is quite cool.
With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
Of course, these all have tracks on there as well. This is Luke versus Vader. Next up. This is the Return of the Jedi version.
It is the only way you can save your friends.
This has the throne duel on there. But yeah, next up.
Darth Sidious.
This is the Emperor by Kyberphonic. I updated this one for the V2 version as well. Has the Emperor's theme on there as well.
Now this is pod racing.
This blade style was updated as well, this blade style on here was orange and kind of like a flame blade, which wasn't terribly accurate either. And so we got the correct purple on there with the electric staff type blade, which fits the saber a lot better. Tons of quotes.
How's the acting blast, pal? You're just a gravel maggot.
Has a track on there as well. Next up.
At last we will have revenge.
Menace V2. Menace was on there originally, but the V2 version was now updated. This has Fates on the track.
Feel, don't think. Use your instincts.
This is QuiGon by Cover. Well, it was part of Heroes Pack, and I didn't update the Heroes Pack one because QuiGon and all those fonts are separate. So just Heroes Pack QuiGon. Next up, the customer wanted to add a few fonts as well. This one is Tusken Terminator. This is the Tusken version by Kyberphonic. This has the Tusken camp as the track. Next up,
Obi-Wan.
this is Obi-2 by Kyberphonic. This is another one that was added. This is the Camino version. Has Jango's Escape as the track. Next up,
Master Kenobi, you disappoint me.
this is the clan version of Obi-2. This has several tracks on there as the track player. Geonosis Arena, the Clone Battle, another arena type battle. Obi-Wan Anakin versus Dooku as well.
Master Yoda.
This is Little Green Friend. This was also on there originally, but I updated it for the V2 version. This is the episode 2 version. As Anakin, or Dooku versus Yoda. But yeah. Oh. Also has a track player on there. Next up.
Master Windu.
This is, not Mace, this is BMF by Kyberphonic. It's also added. Rep Django. Also has an arena track on there and several others.
Count Dooku.
This is Count's Claw by Kyberphonic. I like that one. Next up.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
This is Heroes Pack. Anakin.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Again, Obi-Wan's Heroes Pack, same one.
It's just back.
A lot of these are just the same, just updated blade styles. This is the Rogue Vader or R1 from Father V2. It's moved to be kind of around the Kenobi series.
I am Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
Updated blade style as well.
Ezra Bridger.
The Ahsoka blades were kind of a weird color. They're actually the silver now.
Ahsoka Tano. Bo-Katan sent me.
Same blade style, this is the Sorcerer. That has a Mando track on there. And several quotes.
Or I can bring you in cold.
The Darksaber was also kind of weird. It didn't have the, just had a silver blade instead of the live Dark Sword style. You can see now it has it. It's very nice. A Mando track, of course. Next up. Royalty, updated blade style.
I'm all the Jedi.
This is Graflex 789. Is what they coded it to be.
Rey Skywalker.
This is Scavenger Destiny by Kyberphonic. This is Darkness by Kyberphonic. Also unstable blade style for this one. A white unstable build-up for this one. Unstable blade. Those blade styles didn't really change much.
The Dark Lord's son.
This one did. This one was just kind of a flame blade, which is kind of sporadic and kind of annoying, and so I ended up changing it to be the Eye of Sauron. So this is a responsive blade, so as you tilt, the eye will want to move And of course, it's a flame going outward. And then when you turn off the saber, it fades back to the center. Oh, I turned on the track, didn't I? So yeah, has a track on there as well. And last but not least, you have your passive battery monitor, which fades from green to red, depending on the battery voltage, and of course, the party blade. So that includes the update for the LS6v2 installed by Korbanth, updated by yours truly. Of course, I hope the customer enjoys it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.